We will see object-oriented programming concepts in PHP, whereas in a procedural programming is about writing procedures or functions that perform some operations on the data. For example, like C. Okay, in OOP, in object-oriented programming is about creating objects that contain both data and functions. So in the object-oriented programming, we uses classes and object concepts. So to access the class variables and methods, we create an objects. This objects contains both data and functions. Some of the advantages in the OOP that we see now. So here OOP is faster and easier to execute and also provides the clear structure for the programs, and it is easier to code and maintenance also very easy. Modify and debugging also can be done easily. And next one is possible to create full reusable applications with less code. Okay, we can implement any application with less code and shorter development time also. So these are the advantages by using object oriented programming concepts. And now we will see PHP access modifiers. So here the properties and methods, the functions, variables can have the access modifiers. So here there are three types of access modifiers: public, protected and private. As we know, public is nothing but this public property can be accessed from everywhere. During the entire program, you can access this public variables and functions. Next one, protected. The property or method can be accessed within a class and by classes derived from that class. So what is derived class? All this protected concept I will explain in the inheritance. You please watch that video. Next one, private. Private is nothing but the property or method can be accessed only within the class. So within a class only this private variables or methods can be accessed. Now we will see simple program. So here class I have created. So to write a PHP program, you use the tag less than question mark PHP class name. Okay, how to create a class means by using the class keyword. Class name you can mention. For example, student roll number, name, marks I want to access here. So here class, open the flower brace, public, I am taking the access specifier public. If you did not mention public, by default the access specifier will be public in PHP. So here for example I have mentioned public dollar variable, it's public dollar name, private dollar marks, protected dollar roll number, and class is closed. So here to access this class variables, you need to create an object. How to create an object in PHP means dollar object name, any name you can consider. For example, I have taken here OB. Dollar OB is equal to new. Okay, new is the keyword. So dollar OB is equal to new, class name, whatever the class name is there, that class name. Next function, open brace, close brace, semicolon. So this is nothing but now creating an object to the class. Whenever you created an object to the class, that process is called as a instantiation. And one more, for one class you can create any number of objects. So here student is having the properties like name, marks, roll number. These all are the variables. These variables can be accessed by any number of objects. For example, $OB, one object is created. $OB2, one more object is created. $OB5, one more object is created, and so on. So this class property can be accessed by any number of objects. For example, let's suppose one more object I want to create. $OBTU is equal to new student. So here now for one class you have created two objects and so on. So now by using this object name, you can access this variables. Okay, class variables. How to access the class variables by using object means object name, which is nothing but a $OB, arrow operator, and variable name, class variable name, which is nothing but a name, is equal to A. Okay, $OB arrow operator, marks is equal to 95, $OB arrow operator, rule number is equal to 1. But here it will show error if you observe here. Why? Because this private and protected you cannot access outside of the class. Here class limit is up to this close brace only. You cannot access the class variables outside of the class. So only this public variable you can access. If you are trying to access, it will show the error. This is about the access specifiers. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, please comment me.